now, give it a whack. Turn up the fun with BullSittin. Hit it.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must
31
interrupt this
Grammy.
show.
Layden, you know what it is. Hey, ham solo. It's time, baby. Low. Let's turn how we do. Hey.
They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. 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 Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you Red Fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a Matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blitz. Got you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we on. They said we strong. They said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we in. They said we on. They said we strong. They said we go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right.
Blow it up now, give it a whack. Turn up the fun with BullSittin. Hit it.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must.
There we go.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of BullSittin on TSWS Gaming. I'm your host, Luke7, and joining me today is Mr. Matt Likes Games, the only man that knows how to lick a digital game before he plays it.
Yes, sir.
It's always before, not after, not during. It's
Before,
always.
during, and after.
Yeah, that too. Matt, how you doing? What you been playing?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, but it's the end of the week. We'll put it that way. I'm doing pretty good. I have been playing. I mean, take a guess. You'll never guess what I've been playing. You won't ever. How did you know, Luke?
It's on the screen.
How did
It's on
you
the
do
screen.
that?
I'm psychic.
I don't know how you did that, Luke. But yes, I've been playing Battlefield 6. I literally, no joke, me and Ham literally played all day yesterday. I mean, with the exception of like I got off around 6 o'clock to make dinner.
Yeah.
With that exception, we played all day yesterday.
The whole day.
Yes, I woke up and I made my food, took a shower, I did whatever I had to do, and then I got online and we played all day. So that is how Matt filled his shit bucket after 36 hours. What's funny, Rachie? I know I haven't played 36 hours of Battlefield, but apparently I've had the app up on my PC for more than 36 hours. It's been up and running for more than 36 hours on my computer. So I think AMD does a better job of like keeping track of how much time I actually have in it. And I want to see if I can check that real quick. I know it's not 36 hours. I have 24 total game time hours of Battlefield 6.
That's
I
wild.
mean, I mean, it's a beta. It's a
Yeah,
beta, and it was gone for days. So
and you
I've
still find a way.
I just can't stop playing it. Every moment that it's here, I just want to keep playing it.
Okay. Um, Again, I'm gonna ask you last week what makes it so special, but
Ask me.
I guess it's Groundhog Day. What makes this so special, man?
It is so. I don't know if I said it last week, but it feels like when Battlefield 3 came out for the 360 and PS3. Like
Okay.
there was a lot of hype for Battlefield 3 because they were completely revamping things. They were adding all sorts of new stuff. Visually, it took a ridiculous leap from Battlefield Bad Company 2 to Battlefield 3, and this feels like that leap. But also like back then, I played Battlefield 3 and I enjoyed it for what it was, but I was more of a Call of Duty person. So I didn't really get into Battlefield 3 the way a lot of people did. So this is kind of that moment for me where uh, unless Call of Duty does something like, I don't even know what they would have to do this year. I don't understand what they would have to do.
That's the question. That's the question.
Yeah, I can't imagine what they would have to do for me to spend more time on Call of Duty this year
Yeah.
than Battlefield 6. I just can't imagine what would have to be done. This is the most excited. I know I said this last week. This is the most excited I've been for a multiplayer game since Halo Infinite. And I was fucking I was on a different level with Halo Infinite. I was on a different level, and this is the most excited I've been since then. And it's I'm more excited for this. Put it this way, I'm more excited for this than I've been for any Call of Duty again since Modern Warfare 2.
I don't know, man. It feels a bit like an exaggeration, but you know
It's
what? I've
not.
downloaded the game. I've
Yeah.
downloaded the game. Um, we could
Yep.
play it after the show. We could play it after the
We'll play it
show.
after the show.
Yeah, you show me the ropes, and we'll see if it's actually that good. Um, I don't have high hopes,
Loke's gonna
but
be like, I don't know what happened to the cutscenes. Where are
ah,
the cutscenes? This
ah,
game is dog shit. There's no cutscenes.
ah,
I don't know what's going on. They expect me to play it? What?
ah. Listen, man. Everyone
Yeah,
knows I love stories in video games. It's my thing.
it
Uh,
is.
re-
It is.
yesterday I started Octopath Traveler.
Hmm.
So far, so good. That's what I will say. So far, so good. Um, Besides that, I rolled credits on Gears Tactics. Yeah, I rolled
Yeah.
credits on Gears Tactics. I feel like I'm getting close to the end of Crime Scene Cleaner, which is kind of heartbreaking. It's a weird game that I
Sounds
randomly
like it.
fell in. So, dude, it's a weird game that I just started on a whim, and
Yeah.
now I feel like I need to finish at least one level a day. It's a very good game. And I think it says a lot about me that I like playing a video game where I clean up crime scenes for the bad guys. It's not like I work for like CSI or anything. I
Uh,
work for the bad guys.
a
After the
lot of
bad guys are done doing the bad stuff.
bad guys in Texas.
A lot of good guys in Texas, right? And
Lot of bad guys in Texas.
listen, we all have bills to pay. Okay,
A lot of
if
bad
you
guys.
pay,
Sure. Sure.
sure. He's like, sure. Yeah. And I beat the chick in the first Berserker Kazan. Took me a couple of hours, and I got lost right after beating the chick. If you've played the game, you know who I'm talking about. I don't know what to do now. I'm lost, completely lost. I don't know what to do, and it just reminded me what like my biggest frustration with Souls likes. I can keep bashing my head against one boss trying to beat them. That's fine, but I am terrible with navigation and trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go next. Matt, what's your biggest difficulty with Souls likes? Between those two, is it navigation or is it the bosses or the levels themselves?
My biggest problem with Souls likes is my ADHD. I don't have the patience to. I can give a boss 5 good tries. If by the fifth, here's the thing: if on the fifth try I almost have it, I'll give it a sixth try. But if I
Okay,
don't almost have it on the fifth try, I'm done. I don't have the patience. I
you're
really don't
good.
have the patience. The only, and that's how I know Elden Ring was special because, dude, Fire Giant from Elden Ring took me probably like 2 days, two
And
three
you kept
days
going and you kept
to
going.
to beat that thing. And on the fifth try, I wasn't like, this is bullshit. I'm not gonna. I uninstalled the game. I was just like, I'm gonna beat this motherfucker so bad, and
And it's worth it.
it's gonna feel great. And I did it, and it felt great. Same with what are they called? The Godskin duo. I beat them
Oh my God,
eventually
those two.
after hours of playing. I beat them eventually, and I had to help my buddy Mike beat them because he was struggling with them as I was struggling with them. And then
Yeah.
when I thought I went nuts when I beat him, but when me and Mike beat him, Mike Mike said some things I can't even say here on the podcast. Mike went insane.
He
He
lost it.
lost his mind. He went nuts, and that was beautiful. But for the most part, a Souls like I just can't be bothered dying over and over and over again. I
So
can't.
getting lost for you is not a problem. Like
No,
no,
I love
you're
stuff
not
like that.
really.
That's one of my favorite things of Elden Ring is going around with no guidance at all. I just happen upon things. That's how I found the city under the map. Just stumbled upon it.
Randomly.
Yep, just completely just stumbled upon it, happened to find it, didn't look anything up, and that's my favorite part of a lot of open world games is just not knowing where to go, not
Good
knowing
for
what to
you,
do.
man. Good for you. For me, I absolutely hate it. Um, I'm complete opposite with you. I don't mind spending a week on one boss. It's not a problem. Rachie says no pause button. Yeah, I can see that being a problem. I
Yeah, I
can see
don't
that.
love that either.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forget the workaround, but there was a workaround in Elden Ring where you technically could pause it. It was like a certain set of buttons you had to hit, and I
Really?
got yeah, it was like pause and then look at like the info for one of your weapons or whatever item you're looking at. Like
Uh-huh.
pause, go to your inventory, look at the info for the item, and then it actually pauses the game. Something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Oh my God. Okay. Fuzzy, welcome in. Stanley Francois, welcome. Derizi says, "Where's the rest of the crew? They're late. They're late.
Like,
they'll be in here a couple of minutes, I think." And then he also says, "Loke's forehead is already in the future,
yep.
20 or 30 years to be exact." Okay, Rizy.
He's
All right.
Lux Forehead's already seen PC too. See,
Yeah, yeah. I already know who wins the next election.
yeah.
Just
Oh, the next several elections, many elections
just
for.
just send me the money to PayPal and I'll sort it out for you. Jax82 is asking, did anyone play the Hell is Us demo? I haven't played it.
I tried it.
And thoughts?
I didn't know what that game was, but apparently it is a Souls-like.
Yeah, it is.
A very very difficult one at that. And once I found that out, I forget there. I don't even remember if it was like an actual boss. It might have just been a group of enemies, like the first
Uh-huh.
big group of enemies you fight.
Yeah.
I was just getting my ass kicked, and I'm like, this is not it. This is definitely not
And then
it.
you got PTSD, and you're like, wait, I think this is a Souls like.
Yeah, I'm
I
like, I
told
think
you,
this
I told you, but
feels
you're
like,
like, wait, this
and
feels like Elden Ring.
and I didn't even know then that it was a Souls like. I found out
Right.
like a couple days ago that was like I saw like an article that was like Hell is Us demo is available now, and and it seems to be a promising and extremely challenging Souls like something like that. And I was like, oh, that's why I was getting my ass kicked. Okay, fair enough. Not for me. And I just moved on.
Okay. Rachel wants to know who I who is my starting character in Octopath Traveler. I know it's the knight. That's what I know. So let me hold on. Let me see the full list just so I can be sure. Uh, Jeez. Okay. Jeez. So many. These results are terrible. These results are so bad. All right. Here's the IGN result. I just don't. I don't want to
Oh,
open the
don't
game
do
right
that
now
one.
as we stream.
Don't do that one.
Okay. So there's Ophelia, a warrior. Yeah, Alberic. Alberic. That's who I started with. Rachie started with Cirrus. Cirrus is the scholar. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Focused elemental. Yeah, yeah. I started with the warrior. Focused on melee. His challenge path action lets him duel NPCs, and his bolster defense talent allows you to boost while defending and protects against formidable blows. Yeah, yeah. That's who I'm starting with. It's an interesting game. Uh, it seems like you get the option because I'm at the point, Raichi. Sorry for spoilers for anyone that hasn't played it. I'm at the point where I have left my starting area and I've gone to recruit someone else, and I went to get Primrose, the dancer. And apparently, you can play the characters' backstories, or I think the beginning of their stories. If I'm correct, Reichi, does that mean I don't have to replay Octopath Traveler? Can I play Octopath Traveler once and just play everyone's backstory when I recruit them? Can you confirm that if possible? Reezy says Matt got bamboozled.
I did. That stinking ass game was taking up space on my hard drive. My
Yeah,
hard drive. Imagine the audacity of that. Nope. Nope.
immediately removed. Hell is
I
us.
can't. I can't.
Damn.
I'm at the point now where even if I see a Souls like where I'm like, that looks awesome,
Yeah.
I'm just like, no, no. I felt that way about Black Myth Wukong. And I know they said it's not
Black
a
Myth
Souls.
Wukong is not the
I
Souls like.
know, I know. It's not a Souls like. It's just almost exactly like a Souls like. Yeah, it's not a Souls like though. But
That's tired of hearing it's not a Souls like.
like the developers love to say that when they're making a Souls like. This is not a Souls like. Don't don't compare this to all the other games that are kind of like this. Don't do that. So I felt the same way about Black Myth Wukong. I was like, that looks so fucking cool.
And
I'm
it
never
is
gonna
good.
never gonna play it. Never
Oh,
gonna play it. I just don't
that's
have any
unfortunate.
interest.
That's dude. I feel honestly, I feel spoiled. I feel spoiled for choice when it comes to Souls likes. There's so many Souls likes I still need to get to.
Yeah,
Like
there
after
are.
Kazan, I'm thinking about playing Lords of the Fallen 2.0 because apparently it's a different game completely from whatever it was before.
I actually
And
have that
after
game.
yeah, after Lords of the Fallen, there's um there's Wukong, Wu Chang, uh the Phantom Blade that's coming out soon. It looks like a Souls like, and those are the
Hmm.
ones that I know off the top of my head. It's so many of like Souls likes that are coming and that have already come. Pause that I have to get into. I'm very happy, man. Like I'm sorry, I cannot identify with the struggle you're having, Matt. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's totally fair. Most people don't. Most
Yes,
people do not.
Lies, dude. I still haven't played Lies of P. I
I'll,
still haven't played
I, I'm
Lies of P.
actually I'm actually playing Lies of P. I mean, not currently, but like I'm in a playthrough of Lies of P because they added difficulty options. So once I saw that, I was like, I like the aesthetic of Lies of P. I want to play it, and so I do it. Now I do it. That's
and
that's all
and
I
Liza
need.
P is good for you. You enjoy
Yeah,
Liza P.
Lies of P is awesome. I love that aesthetic of a game. That's why I was so interested in Bloodborne, and that's why Bloodborne, out of all the Souls games that weren't Elden Ring, was the
Yeah,
one I gave the most time. I tried so hard to really, really enjoy it, and I just couldn't.
you just could not enjoy it at all. That's
No,
unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I want to.
Welcome in. Ty talks already talking his stuff there in the chat. Says, "Wage slave." Let me guess. Shawn Layden talking shit again. Did he use data and facts to back his bullshit up? I'm guessing not. What an emotional dude. Well, at least you know what's up. Sir X-Men, blah, 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 blah. Welcome, Sir X-Men. Everyone, please feel free to smash the like button. Get comfortable. Get a bagel. Get your coffee. It's going to be a good show. Okay, it's going to be a very good show. Ray Cheese says, Loke, have you tried to not play Souls games and live a better life?
Yeah,
No, no, I actually like being a degenerate. I like it. I like hurting myself. It just is what it is. Fuzzy says I just don't enjoy constantly fighting giant bosses. Also don't like how
yeah,
90% of them are kind of generic dark fantasy.
yep.
First off, first off, it's not fighting giant bosses all the time.
It
That's just
usually
not.
is. It usually is.
It's not.
It
It's just
usually
not.
is.
It's not. Matt, come on, you played Elden Ring. Come on.
It usually is.
God damn it. You're
I,
capping. Timmy, welcome, Timmy.
I
Welcome,
mean,
welcome.
every trailer I see of a Souls like is like, here's this awesome looking game, and then they get to the part where it's like, here's a giant boss. It's like, okay, cool, neat.
Yeah, but Matt, that's the trailer. I'm saying you played Elden Ring. Is it 90% of the time fighting giant bosses? Be honest.
Is it 90% of the time? I mean, I'm trying to remember all the bosses. Malekith, the Black Blade, was a cool boss. Fire
No,
Giant was
answer
cool.
the question. Is it
Yeah, yeah, it was a
90%
lot of big
fighting,
bosses. I mean,
fighting giant?
yeah, it was a lot of big bosses.
I'm not saying there wasn't a lot of big bosses. I'm saying,
But that's what
is it
I'm
90?
saying.
I think that's bullshit.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a lot of big bosses.
No, you can have a lot and then
Yeah,
of big bosses, but then way more of not big bosses.
I must be misremembering Elden Ring then because
You
I
must be.
absolutely don't remember. I do not remember like that. There's some big ass bosses in Elden Ring, and it felt like often that was the case. But
Does size does size
I
matter, man?
digress.
Does size matter?
Uh, that's not what any. Never mind.
Darius, he says Sean Gayden out here acting like the side chick, thinking he gets main chick benefits. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into the news. We were gonna wait. It's half past. It's half past. We were gonna wait for everyone else to rock up, but it seems they're gonna take a lot longer to get here than we had anticipated. Actually, you know what? Before we get into that, Matt, I want to get your thoughts on an article that I was discussing earlier uh, on the pre-show pod a couple of hours ago, about 6 hours ago.
Mhm.
North America tops global gaming spend with $325 per player in 2025. I'll summarize the article for you. Essentially, America has the highest spenders in gaming, right?
Or
But they make up just 7%. As you can see on the screen, they make up just 7% of the entire gaming population. And
mhm.
even among the top spenders in gaming, American players only buy the equivalent of four to five. AAA games a year.
Yeah.
So my big takeaway, which kind of extended from yesterday's pod, was we need less of these $70 games. Otherwise, we're gonna have a lot more layoffs because it's just not sustainable.
It's
First,
not.
first, I want you to address that if you agree with me. And second, what's your takeaway from the information that's on the screen and the headline about just $325 on average is being spent in a year?
I first of all agree. Um, and if anything is proof of that, I think it would be the last. I would say last couple of years, but this generation, I think, would be proof of that. Even at the end of last generation, you're starting to see some problems, but I think it got really bad just due to the fact that like COVID happened, and then like obviously everybody was at home, and like more people were playing games than ever before, and all those companies saw that, and they're like, let's invest stupid amounts of money into this, and then they invest stupid amounts of money into it, and they charge you $70 for a game that you know probably should be 60, some should be 50, some should be 40, and they're just charging you that as the baseline now.
Even 30.
Yeah. And they're just charging you that as a baseline now. And then they find out that, oh, what happened to all these people who were playing all these games during the pandemic? Well, they're not at home all the time anymore. So it kind of is what it is in that regards. But like, so in that aspect, I absolutely agree with what you're saying. Now on the amount of people buying or the amount of money being spent
Yeah,
buying games, I that doesn't really surprise me honestly. Like, also, you got to consider the fact that America, as quote unquote important as it is incredibly small compared to everything else. So, like, making up only a very small portion, like you said, 7% of the market is not very surprising.
yeah,
It's also not too surprising that people would only be spending on average about $300 uh, a year for games because that's like the average. That's the average over so many people, and also think about the average person. Because in that average, you have the average person and then the extreme opposite, and that makes the average. Versus the
yeah.
average person is probably buying Madden, 2K. They'll get GTA when it comes out,
And that's
but
it.
that's really it. And that's the average person. So that also doesn't surprise me. Um, I think I don't think that's going to change probably either anytime soon, given the way things are going. And back to the point of $70 games, if people keep charging $70 as a baseline for everything, then yeah, I think that probably doesn't do those numbers any favors.
Okay, okay. It's good to know, Matt. It's good to know that you're still operating in the universe of common sense. Some people are nuts and took completely different takeaways from this article and the statistics displayed. Sapo says, and we have to pay for healthcare even when we are healthy. Isn't
Yep,
that right, Loke? Um,
yep.
I don't know. I don't
Locals
know where
love
the
that.
we is when you say Loke, because I don't live in North America.
No, he
Everyone
lives
is
in
well
the
aware of it.
Republic of Loke.
Everyone knows this. So uh,
He
it
lives
sucks.
he he lives in Mozambique.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sucks that you
Mozambique. Big quotes, massive
guys.
quotes.
Okay, okay. It sucks that you guys have to pay for healthcare even when you're healthy. That sucks, but hey, it is what it is. You have to get some debuffs. You can't just spawn in the US and just get benefits. There has to be some downsides to being in the US. So appreciate your service, Sapo. Appreciate that. All right. Second. Oh my God. This one. Wait, didn't we talk about this on Wednesday, Matt?
Game prices should have increased with every new generation. For no, I don't remember talking about that.
Oh, okay, okay. Matt, so I'm guessing this one was from yesterday with me and Oshus and Ty. Yeah, this was yesterday. Matt, give us your thoughts on this headline. I'm sure you have all the context. Sapo says Mozambique right off of I-10 in Houston. Sure,
Yep.
bud. Sure. Sure.
Mozambique spelled AUSTIN. Texas.
Yes. That's where I live. In
Yep.
Mozambique spot. AU.
Austin, Texas. This is the only podcast that's hosted, again, out of Joe Rogan's Comedy Club in Austin, Texas.
Oh my god. All right. All right. Uh Ty says, how many of these 70 euro games led to layoffs? Oh my goodness. I don't know, Ty. I don't know.
Plenty
Uh,
of them. I mean, take a look at Microsoft. I mean, I love Xbox, but take a look at Microsoft charging $70. And granted, Microsoft does do, hey, South of Midnight at $40. That's cool. Hellblade at 50. That's cool. Like, I get that. That's cool. But like, if your baseline, generally speaking, is $70 and you release a game, again, Outer Worlds is worth $70 to me. I have no problem with that. But for most people, they're looking at that and saying, I kind of want to play it, but not at $70. And if
I
that's
don't want
what's
it
going
that bad. I don't want it
to
that bad.
exactly, and if that's what's going to happen, then it's going to lead to sales possibly not being great. Um, and that does not, whether that leads to layoffs directly or not, that does not help anyone's chances of not getting laid off. So it is what it is, unfortunately. We'll have to
Yeah.
wait and see.
Yeah. So X-Men says, I think Africa is safer than America right now. Can I come there? Uh, where in Africa? Because it's Africa is not one country. You need to specify where in Africa you're thinking. Like for example, if you said you want to come to Mozambique, for example, I'd be like, pack your bags, bro. Bring it in. Bring it in, buddy. Bring it in. We're ready. Come here. Come here. Give you a real hug. Come here. Come here. If you want to come to like South Africa, I'd be like, that might be a bit iffy. Because if you think the US government is tough on foreigners, look up South Africa, space xenophobia. It's not great. It's not great in South Africa. If you want to go to Zimbabwe, for example, I think you might be cool. So that actually, I think you will be cool in Zimbabwe. Namibia as well, you'll be fine. I would not go to like Gambia, Chad. It depends where you want to go. Okay, I'm sure you'll tell me the safest spots in Africa. Yeah, dude, get your stuff together and we'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. Reese says, "Have you been to Ghana or Sierra Leone?" Look, no, I have not. I have not. Actually, most of the countries that I've been to in Africa are in the southern tip of Africa. I love my continent, but statistically speaking, the southern region of Africa is the more civilized and stable side of Africa. The more you go north, like the less stable things get in Africa. So I like to keep my ass where it's safe. So Southern Africa. That's those are the places I've been to, like Malawi, Zambia, Angola, even South Africa. That's that's where I've been to. A lot of countries within Africa are kicking out Americans thanks to Trump. That is not true, Sapo. That is actually not true. Everyone keeps telling me about Ghana. Yeah, I also hear good things about Ghana. I hear very good things about Ghana. It's not like other places that I'm not going to mention because I'm a card-carrying African and I don't want to be slandering my brothers and sisters. But there's certain places in Africa that if you told me offline that you want to go to, I'd be like, bro, I wouldn't go there if I was you. Anyways, Matt, thoughts on game prices having to increase every generation, according to Mr. Shawn Layden. Go ahead.
Of course, Shawn
Matt from
Layden, love him. He always says something that's really insightful. He always he always knows exactly what to say and when to say it, doesn't he?
Yes.
Um, Game prices should have increased with every new generation. This is funny because if I'm not mistaken, and maybe I'm wrong, so this could all be bullshit, but I swear he said not too long ago, maybe within the last year, we need to
Hmm.
focus on making smaller games.
Yes,
So it's funny that he's saying, fuck that. We should just increase the price on games now. He
we should
just
have been increasing
he just has a different opinion. If you ask him the same question on any given day, he'll give you a different answer, is
a
what it
different.
seems like.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
he's not incredibly consistent. And that's a shame because quite honestly, I when he was like part of PlayStation, I really liked him. And I don't even hate him now that he's not. It's just that like dude, whenever anyone asks you a question, it's like you're two different people all the
Mm, mm,
time. Like
mhm.
you can't pick something and land on it and just stick to it. You can't do that. It's always we should make smaller games at lower costs and then it's we should charge you more than 70. It should be way more than that. Now, why? Pick a side. I don't understand Shawn Layden at this point. I really don't understand him.
I have to defend Shawn Layden in one specific little aspect from what you just
Sure.
said there.
Sure.
Um,
Defend him. Fucking
Nothing to do
phony.
with
I'm
PlayStation
kidding.
affiliation. Nothing to do with that. All right.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with being pony. But
No.
people are allowed to change their minds, right?
Sure. He changes his mind a lot.
Yeah, I think
People
that's a point we
yeah.
can definitely make. Like he changes
Yes.
his mind a lot, and it's not just that he changes his mind a lot; it's that the windows of changing his mind are getting
So
smaller and
small.
smaller. Exactly,
Yes.
and that's what gives people a lot of like people like you that pay attention gives you whiplash. It's like, whoa, dude, it wasn't 5 years ago you were saying something else. It was literally last year you were saying something completely opposite to this. So
Yep.
it's like, what's going on? And it's
Yep.
not the only thing that he frequently changes his mind on it seems like an annual basis. So that's fair. That's fair. Sapo says his opinions are printing money for him right now. I would say his opinions are printing money for a lot of people, TSWS included. Like this week was kind of a slow week, and Shawn Layden. I'm just saying, like shout out to the homie. Appreciate the content, brother. Thank you, Shawn Layden. It's a lot of content. It's a lot of content. These
Yeah.
publications are falling over themselves, writing up articles about him of its focus if it focuses on slandering Xbox. Oh God, we're not going to start talking about the Xbox tax. We're not we're not going to
Well,
do
it's
that.
it's it's true. You know what I what was the recent place oh the multi-platform thing.
Yeah.
The yeah that but like I went to because me and him had a show Wednesday night, and I went to go look at. I was on VGC. I even went to IGN, and I'm not saying and maybe I missed it. I'm not saying there wasn't anything there, but on VGC I scrolled for like 4 or 5 pages, and it was like to like 2 weeks ago at that point of just
Okay.
articles of like here's all this gaming news that's happening. Nothing about PlayStation. Nothing about what Sony said about you know
That's true.
focusing.
The job
Nothing about
posting,
it.
the job posting was not mentioned. Nothing about focusing or about not focusing on being console centric anymore. Yeah, that's fair. That's
And
fair.
I just I had that observation. I was like, that's weird because I remember when Xbox did this, it was like it was everywhere.
Content
Like I've
center.
I've recently seen articles like and Xbox started this like last year. That's been a full year of this, and I've recently seen articles that are like, there's no need to own an Xbox anymore. It's like, dude, where's the balance? Like, it's fine if that's your opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Print your story, get your clicks, do whatever you got to do, make a living. I don't care. But like, where's the balance at all? It's just it's not consistent to me.
It's not.
I don't like things that aren't. aren't consistent. I don't like that.
Okay, so we're saying that the Xbox tax is not just with IGN because the
No,
the the
it's with the industry.
the entire industry.
I mean, IGN are part of it, but it's IGN, it's VGC, it's the only one who doesn't have it, and that's because they cover Xbox, is Windows Central. Like that's the only one. Like that's the only one who won't be like just passive aggressive biased against Xbox because they cover it and they literally can't do
Why
that.
why do you think C4 Skills welcome in says he's just mad that he didn't come up with Game Pass? That's an opinion. Yes, he did post the sad Kratos meme about that fuzzy. He did. Matt,
Yeah,
why do you think the Xbox tax is a thing? Like we're, we're,
because it.
we're beyond the point of is it real? Okay, let's assume
Yes,
it's real, right? There's overwhelming evidence that it is real.
yeah.
Why? Like, why do you think people hate Xbox so much?
I don't even know that it's really hate for Xbox.
What is it?
I think it's convenience for a lot of people. Also personal bias, which again is fine. Everyone has a personal bias. I lean towards Xbox. You lean towards PC. Other people lean towards PlayStation, Nintendo, all sorts of things. That is totally fine. But like I think at a certain point it's a convenience thing where like because this has been happening ever since Xbox became a thing. Like back in 2001, like there was always this thing of like, what is this? What is Microsoft doing? It doesn't make any sense. This is never going to work. This is a failure. That was during the original Xbox generation. And then the 360 took off and became like this mainstream thing that like as far as for me like in America, whenever I went over to a friend's house during that generation, everyone had a 360. It was rare that you went to a friend's house and they had a PS3. So then, like, during that generation, it kind of flipped where it was like Xbox kind of had this pro Xbox thing going on in the media. And then
Yeah,
after that, they completely shit down their leg with the Xbox One, and then it flipped right back.
yeah,
And ever since then, it's never flipped the other way. Even when they do things good, it's just it seems like it's never quite good enough. And I think the reason is, like I said, convenience. People at this point, now that Xbox is putting games everywhere, people just like the idea of I buy the PlayStation and I play the games, all the games. They like that idea. So like getting rid of Xbox as a platform guarantees whether that's good or not, it guarantees. I mean, because Xbox, if the console dies, they're not going to stop making games. They own like
no,
half the fucking industry, so
yeah.
that guarantees that all those games, every single one of them, no matter what, will go to PlayStation day one. I think for a lot of people, it's the convenience of like, please just make this easier for me. Like, get out of here so this can be easy for me. Um,
Jeez.
and that's what it feels like. I don't think it's this calculated thing of like hate. I'm sure it is for some people, because a lot of people hate Microsoft right now, but I'm sure it's that for some people. But like, I don't think it's always been that. I don't think it is mostly that. I think it's just convenience. People are tired of having to be like, well, I got to get a PlayStation and an Xbox. Just let me get the PlayStation and play all your shit.
And get everything on PlayStation.
Yes. That's what I think people want.
Unconscious bias. Okay. Okay. Fuzzy says it's easy engagement. My
It is.
question to that is no, but my question to that is can you imagine the amount of engagement you would garner if you went for the neck of the third biggest platform in gaming instead of the fourth biggest platform in gaming?
What? Explain that again. Sorry.
I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Fuzzy is proposing easy engagement as the motivating factor. I'm saying PlayStation is the third biggest platform in terms of users, right? Adopters in gaming. It's the third biggest after PC and Nintendo. Why? Sorry, my question is: wouldn't you get more engagement if you went for number three instead of number four, which is Xbox?
Well, I don't think you would, just given the fact that again, PlayStation, again, since Microsoft fucked it up in the Xbox One generation, they've been the default, even probably before that, they've been the default console for most people. They're just, if I want to play a game, I get a PlayStation. That's
Yeah, it's
most
been my
people.
default console for a long time, since the
Exactly.
PS1.
Exactly. So like this idea of like, because if I'm somebody who bought into the PlayStation ecosystem when I was a kid and I've been with them ever since, and I get online and I see someone shitting on PlayStation, I can't speak for everybody, but for me personally, I'm just like, I'm not even going to read that. Versus if it's something I don't like, if it's something I don't care about, I can just kind of have a nice chuckle. Ha!
Yeah, yeah.
Look at Xbox. Xbox fucked up. Ha! I can click on that and get a nice chuckle real quick. And I think most people are like that. And vice versa. If you're on Xbox all your life and PlayStation fucks up and you do happen to see a PlayStation article or an article for
What you want
PlayStation
to read?
fucking up, you're like, ha! They fucked up. It's but there's more
So
people
because
on the there's more people on the PlayStation side, so there's more engagement with that crowd for the other thing fucking up. Is my thought process. I could be wrong, but
okay, so that's why you agree with Fuzzy. Okay, interesting. Ty says they attack and hate Xbox because Xbox took the piss. Unfortunately, Sony releasing The Last of Us and God of War, Xbox releasing Crackdown and Broken Sea of Thieves. Like they just flopped. That
last
did
la-
happen.
last gen was not great for Xbox. It was a
That
rough.
did that did happen. Those are fair points, Ty. Sapo says the media they're grooming their readers. I there was a better a bad if there was a bad article coming out every week, Kind of Funny podcast was part of that too. Really? Okay. I thought Kind of Funny guys were on the side of Xbox. Interesting.
Well, kind of funny
Also,
had an Xbox podcast. Like Snowbike Mike leans towards Xbox. Greg
uh-huh.
Miller definitely leans towards PlayStation. A lot of those people, um, Blessing. I can never say his last name. Ideo. I don't remember how to say his last name. I apologize. I know he
Uh-huh.
leans more towards PlayStation. A lot of that group leans more towards PlayStation. It was really when they were when they leaned towards Xbox. It was Snowbike Mike. It was back when they had Alana Pierce. Back when they first started the Xbox podcast, she was
Yeah.
part of it. And then Gary Whitta was also part of it. But outside of that, it's a very PlayStation centric channel.
All right. All right. Uso Vinny, welcome in. Mahalo. Says, why should game prices increase if they don't innovate, don't listen to the fans, and have broken launches? It's like selling a 2010 Honda Civic with a new coat of paint, calling it brand new. God damn!
It is. Think
Yes, Vinny. Yes.
think
Yes.
of think of how many games have copied Skyrim or GTA since
Or
those
Dark
games.
Souls.
Yeah, or Dark Souls, especially Dark Souls now. Since those games have initially released, it's like it's cool that you're inspired by it, but if you're not gonna add something to it, and that's not to say nobody does, but if you're not going to consistently add something to it, can we stop, or can you stop charging me the price you're charging me?
Yeah. 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 And if you want to charge the crazy prices, it's fine. No one's going to buy your stuff. And then don't come here bitching.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yago Cookin, welcome in. Says I'm the exact opposite. The Xbox has been my default console since the first Xbox.
Yep.
PlayStation consoles have always been supplementary. I'm telling you
Absolutely.
guys, variety is the spice of life.
It
I
is.
hope I hope Xbox never goes away as a console. I hope Nintendo never goes away. I take that back. Fuck Nintendo. I hope PlayStation never goes away, and I hope Sega makes a comeback. But fuck Nintendo. Uh, Sony had
Imagine,
zero down
imagine
danger.
Nintendo goes away and Sega replaces them.
That'd be fucking awesome.
That'd be
That'd be fucking.
hilarious.
That'd be awesome. Although it's probably never gonna happen. Probably
No, it
not
won't
going.
happen.
No,
That's not going to
probably not.
happen.
No. Sony had zero Dawn Ginger. Xbox had super boring Recore Ginger. Oh my god,
I
Recore
was
was
I was so excited for Recore
oh
too. And then I
oh
played it and I was like, this might be the most average game I've played
oh
in my life. It was what's funny about Recore is it's like if they gave the team that did Returnal
yeah,
way less money.
and time.
Yeah, way less money and time. That's what it feels like.
Oof, that is wow. You're unlocking core traumas, Raichi. Because Recore, if I'm not mistaken, that was before Game Pass. I
Yes, it
still remember
was.
buying. I remember buying Recore.
Yep. I was
That
very
was.
excited for that.
I mean, the trailers were nice, but oh my god, the game was
Trailers were
so
very cool.
so mid. Video games now have less features than the games of the 2000s. Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt, dude, no doubt. They cost more, but they provide less. It's wild. Yes, Yago Kukin, fuck Nintendo. It's fuck Nintendo every day, all night, all week, all month. I don't give a fuck. It's fuck Nintendo at all times. All right, so Matt,
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's all you have to say about the game prices increasing, right? About Shawn Layden saying that game prices should have increased every generation.
Yeah, there's not much to say. I think a
Okay.
lot of games should still be 60, and some games should be 50, and even more games probably should be 40 and 30.
Yes, exactly. I think that's the baseline, brother. I think that's the baseline. Games need to be $30. Needs to start at 30. When we get to $50, we need to be talking about the creme de la creme. All right? That's what we need to
Seven,
do.
$70 games need to be something very special for me.
Yes,
Like
it needs to
like
be Elden Ring, bro.
and that's funny because Elden Ring was $60. One of the best
Yeah,
open world games ever made. $60. But like GTA, that's 70. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'll pay it. We know
it's a
it's gonna be
hundred,
more.
bro.
It's gonna be more than that. But yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'll pay it.
Yeah.
Versus, insert whatever. If they do another Watch Dogs, that shouldn't be $70. Don't do that.
Well, the next division.
Yeah, if they ever make another division, Ubisoft seems
How?
very. Dude, Ubisoft sucks sometimes. As much as I want to like them, I really want to like them. I really want them to do good, but
Goddamn.
they really stink sometimes. Like the developers for I don't know if you know, like the Division developers basically begged them for years to let them do a Division 3, and they're like,
Yeah.
"No, just make it DLC." No.
Oof.
No. So we'll probably never get a Division 3 ever again.
Well, with Ubisoft, they'll find a way to charge us for that shit.
Oh, they will.
Uh,
They will.
Xbox always pushed the consoles forward, first to the hard drive, online chat, and online gaming. That
Yep.
is true. That is true. But they've always been terrible with timing. They're always first to the party, but their timing is terrible. Like even the Xbox One was a revolutionary console. It was a visionary console, but it came too soon. Pause. It came too soon. But eventually, what the Xbox One was positing, right? What it was pushing became industry standard 7 years later. So
Yep.
yeah, it
To
is
the
what it
point
is.
to the point where
Remember
we might not
when?
even have disk drives anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Remember when the whole Xbox community forced themselves to be excited about Redfall, bro?
I was right there. I could not wait. I just
Tried very hard.
I couldn't wait to get that game. And I'll tell you what, that game could have used another 2 years, probably. Another 2 years.
Probably.
Or just cancel it and let them do something else. But whatever. Is what it is.
Perfect example of games coming with less now. First Last of Us had multiplayer included. Second Last of Us multiplayer didn't even
Yep.
release at all, but it was supposed to be launched with it. Yeah, fact. Uh, Uso says the next Watch Dogs needs to be $80, and they'll do it. Like the next
No.
Watch Dogs, the next Far Cry, Matt, the next Far Cry next year. You know they're gonna charge you $80.
and I'll buy it. I'm a fucking sucker for Far Cry.
But
I'll
what's
do it.
going to happen, Matt? What's going to happen?
Is Matt's gonna play Far Cry?
Oh no, I'm talking about with the rest of the industry. The majority of people will not buy that game, and
Yep.
then it's going to be like 60% off in like a month or 2 months.
Oh, dude, they do that all the time. I think Shadows is the only one because Shadows sold well. Is
It's
the
so
only
cool.
game
Flash it, yeah.
is the only game I've seen from them in a long time that wasn't on sale within 2 months.
There you go. There you go. You say that, but you'll buy 2K again this year. Listen, Fuzzy,
Yep.
we all
Yep.
have our weaknesses.
You damn
What
right I
what
will.
was it Wednesday? Was it Wednesday? Football Manager didn't even show gameplay. Football Manager did not even show gameplay. I'm sitting here opening my wallet already.
Yep.
I just saw a shitty ass trailer with little snippets. I'm already opening my wallet and I'm like, when is Football Manager 26 coming out? I don't care.
Yeah.
But but I'm also well aware. I hope they're also well aware when they're budgeting for the game. I do not make up, or people like me do not make up even 5% of the total players on the planet. Football Manager is not going to sell crazy amounts of copies,
Yep. I mean,
especially especially if they want to charge $80 or $70. They better keep it at 60. It's not going to be a good time. Go ahead, Matt.
exactly. I mean, I said it before. I I don't have an issue paying $70 for. I really don't. If I think a game is worth 70, I'll fucking buy it. It's
Yeah.
that's just the way it is. But like I still don't think that as a baseline everything should be 70. That's why this year's been so awesome because like RoboCop was like $30. RoboCop
Yeah,
was $30. Claire Expedition was
50.
50. South of
Mafia was
Midnight was
50.
yeah, it was like $40. Like there's so many. Yeah, Mafia, another one just came out.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want. You can still make your $70 game. If you want to make your $70 game, go ahead and make it. But there needs to be more of the other things that are priced appropriately so that when I do see a $70 game that I like, I'm more willing to go like, hey, I didn't spend $70 on the last game. Let me
Or the
go
last
ahead and spend
4 or 5 games.
exactly. Let me go ahead and treat myself to this one because I'm excited for it. That's how it should be.
But if everything is $70, then it's like, okay, I guess I'm buying 3 games this year.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Uso says Xbox comes 2 hours early to the party to help set up, only to leave when the party starts. That's
Yep.
Xbox. That's
Yep.
Xbox. There'll be like an electrical issue in the house where the party is going to happen. They'll fix the electrical issue and bounce before any of the hot chicks show up. That's Xbox right there. I can still play Redfall, but can't play Concord.
That's
Don't move the
true.
goalpost.
That's
No,
true.
no, no,
That is
no.
actually true. It is though. Is it wrong? Is it not true? Is that not true? Because I literally, funny enough, I literally played Redfall like the other week, or I tried playing for like a couple hours, and it's there. You could play it. Totally works. He ain't lying.
Uh, dude, we're not gonna make this a Redfall like dissemination episode. We're not doing that. Redfall was fun to Xbox players, the same way Forbidden West was fun to PlayStation players. Listen, no one bought Redfall, and I believe to my core, it's a conspiracy theory I'm going to die with. Like I'm gonna go to the grave with it. I believe to my core, no one bought Forbidden West. I believe the PlayStation done bought millions of those copies. That's what I believe. I'm being honest. Dorian Gray welcome in says, I'm done. I feel you all. I do not care anymore. I'm sick of console games. I'm burnt out on single player experiences. Okay. Just want to be left alone and buy more skins in League of Legends.
There you go.
um Listen, whatever makes you happy, buddy. Whatever makes you happy. Hell Divers on
It,
Xbox is 40. Sorry, go ahead, man.
I was gonna say at least Redfall didn't have a final boss named Eric. At least, I mean, that's the lamest boss maybe in gaming history. Is you get to the end of the game of Forbidden West and you fight Eric. What? Whoever wrote that should be never mind. But just don't do that again, please.
you
Don't do
you
that
you
again.
can tell everyone was high on Starbucks when they
Oh, it was
wrote when they wrote Forbidden West. Everyone was high on Starbucks.
they were the opposite of cooking. They were doing whatever the opposite of cooking is.
Yes,
They were
whatever
doing
that is.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Square Enix could learn they make super high budget games for $70, but also super low budget niche games for 60. They need to drop the price, bro. If Octopath Traveler, Matt, if Octopath Traveler was $40 day one, I think we're talking Expedition 33 levels of exposure and just people celebrating the game. Because I feel like the pricing for Octopath Traveler day one dissuaded a lot of people. But everyone that has played it says it's a masterpiece. But a lot of people looked at the price and then they looked at the game and they were like, the math ain't mathing. And then they just noped out of it. Even when it's on deep sales, they're like, nah, I'm good. Why? Because you're busy playing other games, you know? Not everyone is like me, disciplined and actually follows through on their backlog. A lot of people just have a backlog, but it just sits there rotting as they buy new games and keep adding to the backlog.
Hell yeah, brother. So,
This guy is like, hell yeah. All right. All right. So let's get to today's update of Mr. Shawn Layden. Because everything we've been discussing previously was literally Shawn Layden in the last few days. Now
oh, he's on
we're
a
going
roll.
to. Oh yeah, the dude is coming through. He's the content ex PlayStation president. That's what we're calling him. Forbidden West cheaped out. We were speculating a little circle. We were back. Okay, okay. Let's get to Shawn Layden. Let's go. Headline: Game Pass makes developers wage slaves. Former PlayStation boss says. Matt,
Yep.
address the headline before we get to the context.
It makes them wait. Like, genuinely, what does he even mean by that? Like, they have. What is his point here?
It
I'm
seems
dead
like
serious. I'm dead. What? Like, I don't know what his point is right here.
his point seems to be that being a wage slave is a bad thing, which
Sure.
I find funny considering that's what everyone is trying to do
Yeah.
by getting jobs in the industry. I don't
I
know
mean,
what like it's so dumb to say this.
what he's that's kind of my point. Is like what he's essentially saying is, I mean, he's putting it in a very dramatic fashion, but what he's essentially saying is that people who develop games that go into Game Pass have jobs.
And
Is what he's saying right there.
that's
So I
supposed to
don't.
be a bad thing. It's a
Yeah,
bad thing.
I don't know what that is supposed to add to anything. I don't know what his point is. I don't know if this is a bad thing. I mean, it certainly sounds the way he's phrasing it that it's a bad thing. But I can't understand how. Considering the fact that you also got to think of this generation, the amount of third party stuff that has gone into Xbox Game Pass. From like, dude, look at Rebellion. Just released Atomfall a couple months ago. They
Mhm.
keep putting games day one into Game Pass. They just keep doing it. They're not owned by Microsoft. They seem to just like doing it. They seem to like the deals that they get, and they do it. I are they wage slaves? Is that where we're
Uh,
going?
I guess, are they captured? Are they being forced to make these games? Are they chained to desks? Like,
It's what about the team at Expedition 33 when that came out? They were talking very positively about Game Pass. Are they slaves?
I guess.
It it doesn't make any. It just seems like inflammatory commentary just for the sake of it. It seems like, hey, what can I say to get a rise out of people this day? And he said it.
Pretty
But
much.
other than that, I don't see his point. I really don't see his point.
Yago Kukin says Shawn Layden smoked a fatty before this interview. Clearly,
Must have.
in my day, we call those people money whores. That's the most technical term. Okay, if Sony created Game Pass, the whole industry would be ramming it up their asses.
Yeah.
I,
Like, what about when a studio drops a game into PS Plus day one? Are they wage slaves?
I guess
I,
not.
it's it doesn't make any sense to it genuinely doesn't make any sense to me, and it baffles me that after all these years, Game Pass has been out since what, 2017, 2018. After all these years, we're still having this conversation. If it was bad for developers would stop supporting it.
Yeah,
They'd fully stop supporting it, and it would just die naturally. That's what would
exactly.
happen.
Exactly. We have to believe behaviors over opinions because opinions are free, behaviors come with cost.
Yes.
We have to believe that there aren't enough people buying these games, these AAA games, when the games keep coming out and the studios keep getting shut down. We have to believe that.
Hmm.
There's a clear communication being made here. And to Matt's point, we have to believe when these games keep coming out day one on Game Pass, something good's happening. They're not telling us, but something good is happening. Otherwise, they would have stopped doing it. Because this is a business. This is not a charity. This is not about love for the brand or nothing like that. Everyone's trying to get paid. And everyone keeps putting their games on Game Pass. So it's like, guys, pattern recognition. Ron Slasher
Exactly.
says Concord paid the masses to take. Ron Slasher said Concord team don't have to worry about being a wage slave. That's a low
Nope.
blow. It's a low blow. Still, it hurts, but it's a low blow. Yago Coogan says Concord paid the masses to take the shit game back. They did. They did pay people. No, Ty. There was no fallout. Unfortunately, life happens. You know, it just is what it is. Sony makes small indie games, not only exclusive but also on PS Plus. How will they make money? How will Sword of the Sea make money this month? There's a good question. Thank you, Rachie. Sword of the Sea is a new game that's going to PS Plus day one. Shawn Layden is awfully quiet about that. Seawolf Swim, welcome, welcome. Have a seat, buddy. Make sure you smash the like button. Says, is MLB still on Game Pass? I don't know. I
No,
don't
I
play.
don't think it is. I think I stopped doing that.
Yeah, I don't play MLB. It's not really my thing. So let's get into the context. Let's get into the context because maybe we're wrong, right? Maybe we're wrong,
Maybe.
and after we see all the extra information in the article, we're all gonna have to sit down and apologize to Shawn Layden in the next like 5 minutes.
Yep. Don't plan
Uh,
on it.
Ty says, I can't wait for cloud gaming to take off to make these stupid console boxes more irrelevant. All these console fanboys will be officially wiped out. Matt, are you looking forward to cloud gaming taking over? Because it seems like an eventuality. It does seem like it. Like it seems like something realistic that in the next 5, maybe 10 years, it'll be feasible for you to be a hardcore gamer and not have any box, just a screen, or multiple screens like tablets, phones, etc. Um, what's your overall outlook or feeling on the eventuality of cloud taking over? Will you partake or will you stay with the consoles?
Well, I mean, by the time cloud is fully taken over, fully,
Yeah,
there won't be consoles because that will be the replacement. Like, because at that point, Why would I buy a dedicated piece of hardware, a console, to play a game when I could just play it? I subscribe to whatever cloud thing, I play the game. If I don't want to play any more games, I can unsubscribe. If they got other games I want to play, I can stay subscribed and play all those games without having to buy a piece of hardware. 500, 600, 700, maybe 800 next gen dollars for this piece of hardware. Dorian Gray, right there, PC and mobile. PC definitely. I can see what you're saying mobile because mobile's also a huge fucking player base. But like
Yeah,
in the future, once cloud is like for real a thing and people by en masse are like moving towards it,
yeah.
at that point I won't have a console. I'll have a PC, and then I'll turn on whatever app on my TV I need to turn on
On
to
the
play.
phone
Yeah, on my phone to play whatever game I want to play from Xbox or PlayStation or whatever.
or Steam or something.
Exactly.
Fuzzy says GeForce Now is already good enough for it, depending on where you live. Yeah, but
GeForce Now
it,
is very good.
there's two problems with GeForce Now. One is location, location, location. There's too many countries that it's not available. And second, the limiting of hours that you can play per month.
That's
That's
disappointing.
that's a
I
problem.
remember I remember they just recently fixed their premium tier,
Yeah,
uh, which I don't have anymore, but I forget what the number was. But they like cut like a significant amount of hours that you could play per month on their premium tier for the premium tier, which is like, dude, it has premium in the name. I should be able to play as much as I want.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm paying for, and they cut that by a lot. So it's a really good service, really good quality, but it's
But the
the cuts they
infrastructure,
made. Yeah, it's not great in that aspect.
yeah, the infrastructure still needs to catch up to the idea.
Yeah.
As much as GeForce Now is awesome, right? I think the guys that are really going to kick it into proper gear is going to be Microsoft or some type of partnership between GeForce Now and Elon Musk. Because who mentioned it
Elon.
here? Yago Kuke said the internet infrastructure will have to become extremely improved here and across the globe before cloud gaming
Yep.
ever becomes mainstream for the masses. So that's where Elon Musk would come in. I am a huge, huge Starlink shill. Like, you guys have no idea how Starlink has changed my life. It is insane. And they just announced that for my country, the price is going down and I'm getting an extra 20 or 30 megs speed added to my current plan. This guy is serious. Either he's serious or the people that are heading up Starlink are very serious about turning this into a crazy deal, just like Game Pass, but internet focused. I think I think Elon Musk could work something out with someone like GeForce Now to make a monster that could compete with Xbox, because Xbox is just creating the infrastructure, but then you still need to work out on the whole internet thing on a personal level. But oh my God, Ron Slasher, stop it! Says Texas has Starlink. Shut it, Ron Slasher.
It's brand
uh,
new. I've never
Gogo
seen
Paul,
anything like that down there.
welcome in, Gogo Paul. Smash the smash the like button. Says I still like Elon. I'm not even talking about his character or whatever. I'm literally focusing on his companies and how on this specific company of his and how it is transforming not just my life but even the people that I know around me. Like they're like, yo, dude, it is wild. I have a picture. Ah man, as the pod goes, I'll try and share with you guys. I have a picture. I went to DHL in my current city in Shimoyo to pick up a package, and there were boxes, like boxes on top of boxes on top of boxes, and of just Starlink. And I asked them, like, Are you guys like the official resellers of Starlink in Shimoyu? And the guy's like, no, 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 no. These are all private Starlinks that people purchased off the internet. We're going to be making the deliveries. This is just this week's shipment. Like this week. All these boxes, that's this week. And we have like stacks and stacks of boxes every single week. Bro, Elon is built like a Cybertruck. Okay.
He is. He has a weird body shape, doesn't he? He looks like a barrel. Just looks like
uh,
a barrel with arms.
it, the weird thing about Elon for me is that he is like super pasty. I don't know what
He's
that's about.
incredible. He's incredibly like he looks like a vampire,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not a cool vampire. He looks
no,
like a very very sick vampire.
yeah, 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 yeah. Sapo says, nah, I don't support. Ooh, okay. The Guinness says, evening all. Look, I hope your bath is shallow, your weather is overcast, and your orange juice is 90% bits. I'm continuing the slant. uh, you know what? For your own information, I love overcast weather. It's one of the things that I love about the new city that I live in. In Shimoyo, it's overcast a lot, it rains a lot, and I fucking love it. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I would move to Manchester if England wasn't falling apart. Starlink wants to bring high speed internet to everyone, and I hope they succeed. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Uh, they gave Trump a thingy salute. Do you support that, Look? No, I do not support the bad guys from WW2. I don't support that. Um,
That
as
was
for,
definitely an interesting choice of hand gesture.
yeah, but then you have, again, I don't want to turn this into a political podcast, but when I saw that, I scrolled down, right?
Yeah,
And there's a whole bunch of Democrats with the same hand movement, and no one is
sure.
upset.
Well, I mean, I'll
And
tell you what, I
Matt,
don't like that.
Matt, you know I'm all about
I tell you,
consistency. You know I'm all about, yo, if it goes forward, it must go backwards. And
sure.
I'm like, where was all y'all for all of these years when Kamala was doing it, Biden was doing it, AOC was doing, all these people were doing it. No one said a damn thing. This
It's
guy
it.
does it.
I
It's a problem. Then I
I
start
think
questioning you. Then I start questioning you. I don't start questioning him. I start questioning you. Go ahead,
I
Matt.
think I think anyone who's doing that, it's a problem. I
No,
think
but then you know why I don't think it's a problem? Because I also watched a video where they gave the context that this is a hand gesture that has been used for years.
it has.
Everyone, you know what everyone's
It
been
really,
doing?
it
You know what
really
everyone
has.
did? You know what everyone did? Everyone took the last 30 seconds of Endgame and said that's the movie, as far as that hand gesture is concerned. But if you watch the whole movie, it's from my heart to you.
Buddy, I
That's
mean,
been
the
used,
not
that's
the
been
not,
used since black and white TV. But
I
now it's a problem.
I disagree. But okay.
Okay. We don't want to get too political. We don't want to
Yeah, we
get
don't
too
gotta
political.
do that. We don't gotta do that.
Yeah, we're not trying to trigger the chat. We're not trying to trigger the chat. Some people
Not
do
at all.
get triggered. Some people do get triggered. Dorian's talking about buying Teslas. All right. Let's refocus. God damn it. Let's refocus. Uh, Gogo Post says, "Oh, watch Weapons and Alien Earth." Matt, I've been hearing about Weapons and Alien Earth. I haven't watched any of them. Have you?
I have not. I have
Okay.
not. I'm not a big movie guy. I'm not a big movie guy at
Alien
all.
Earth is a TV show, if I'm not mistaken. It's a
Well, I know
TV show.
Weapons is a movie, right?
Yeah,
Weapons.
Weapons is
Yeah,
a movie. Yeah,
I've
Weapons is a movie.
not seen Alien Earth either. I guess you could also say I'm not a big TV guy. Most of my entertainment that I consume comes from YouTube or like King of the Hill or Bob's Burgers on YouTube. Or not YouTube, on Hulu. That's pretty much it.
Uh-huh. This guy's watching Bob's Burgers on YouTube.
Dude,
Anyways,
that'd be great. That'd be
let's,
excellent if I could.
let's get the context. Let's get the context. A former PlayStation boss has commented on Game Pass stating that it isn't inspiring for game developers and makes them wage slaves. I think it's so weird. I think it's so weird. Okay, let's get into the context. Let's get into the context. During an interview with GamesIndustry.biz, former Sony Worldwide Studios chairman Shawn Layden spoke candidly about Game Pass as a service. Layden first said that there are many debates about Game Pass profitability, but that's not the right question to ask. Companies can do all kinds of financial jiggery pokery for any sort of corporate service to make it look profitable. The real question here would be, is Game Pass healthy for the developer? My
Seems
quick
like it.
answer, yeah, my quick answer off rip seems to be, it seems like it, because they keep doing it.
Yep.
They keep doing it. Guinness is enjoying Alien Earth. All right, that's good. That's good. Layden elaborates that the subscription model of Game Pass makes developers essentially wage slaves. The service is not creating value by putting the game in the marketplace, hoping that it does well, and then profit sharing and overages. According to Layden, it's more like, you pay me X dollars an hour, I built you a game, here, go put it on your servers, he concluded, stating he doesn't think Game Pass is really inspiring for game developers.
I mean, I'll tell you what, without Game Pass, we probably wouldn't have got South of Midnight. Almost certainly wouldn't have got South of Midnight. So I don't know. And South of Midnight, I mean, to me, seems like a pretty inspired game. Seems quite original. Uh, but I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the asshole.
The Guinness says, I remember when Ronaldo's agent said he was a slave when he first tried to go to Real Madrid and was on like £200,000 a week. People really misunderstanding what slavery is with comments like this. Um, okay, so my understanding here, when he says, according to Layden, it's more like, you pay me X dollars an hour, I built you a game, here, go put it on your servers, he concluded, stating he doesn't think Game Pass is really inspiring for game developers. My understanding here is that Shawn Layden is saying the safety net of create a product, present product to Microsoft. Microsoft puts it on their servers, and then you get paid. That safety, that level of safety, leads to a lack of innovation. I would say
That's not true.
that is a lot. That is a lot of bullshit. Like
Yeah.
a metric ton of bullshit. Because you want to look at lack of innovation for games that aren't on subscription services. Have
Mm.
you played an NBA
Mm.
2K game?
Oh, I thought
Have
you were
you
going
played,
somewhere else. You're right, though.
have you played a FIFA game? Have you played 50% of the AAA games that come out on an annual basis, Shawn Layden? Because they're all bereft of creativity, even with all the risk that you're talking about. And then on the flip side, you look at ID at Xbox. I'm not even talking about Expedition 33. Forget that. Look at ID at Xbox. Look at gems like Vampire Survivors that came out from that program. I would posit that having a guarantee of payment guarantees creativity. I would say it does the opposite. Having a
Yeah.
situation where it's like, Matt, make whatever the hell you want to make. I think that motivates and creates creativity, because when Matt's making the game that he wants to make, he's not sitting there thinking, what's going to get the most butts in the seat? Let's get a focus group in here. Let's try and find out what's going to get the most amount of people, right, to play this game.
Yeah.
That's what leads to creative bankruptcy. So I
Yeah.
would say that all of this the Game Pass provides should provide you with the opposite. Go ahead,
I
Matt.
I was gonna take it to, and I know he's not associated with PlayStation anymore, but let's take a look at PlayStation. And we can kind of look at Xbox. We can sort of look at Xbox because they're releasing a Gears of War remaster. Um, but my favorite studio at PlayStation literally just remasters games now. I gotta wait. I gotta wait. God knows how long until Intergalactic comes out. 2027,
Oh
maybe
yeah.
2028.
Oh yeah.
Like, like we're talking about like ruining creativity, or this specific thing being Game Pass ruining creativity when it's literally doing the exact opposite. Again, the point I made earlier. Do you think do you think if Compulsion was bought by PlayStation and they came to them with South of Midnight, PlayStation would be like, "Absolutely. Let's get that done." Fuck no, they wouldn't do that.
Probably not. Probably not.
Absolutely not. Would any publisher do that? No.
Probably not.
That's a game that gets made by an independent studio. That's a big risk by an independent studio, a huge risk.
Yeah.
Having the safety net of Microsoft there to be like, hey, here's your check. The pen doesn't matter if you sell fucking 10 copies or a million copies or 3 million or 500 million.
Yeah.
Here's your paycheck.
Yeah.
That
We finished the game.
that's a good thing. That is a net good thing for not just
Creativity
them.
and freedom.
Exactly, not just them, but for us. Just speaking about it from a gamer's perspective, because we're getting more. I can't. How many times have I said the amount of variety I've experienced ever since I got Game Pass? Games I never would have played. Some of my favorite games of all time, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, I would have never played Ori outside of
Never.
Game Pass. Never would have even had the thought to play that game outside of Game Pass. It was there. I tried it. I said, fuck, this is amazing. Let me get the collector's edition. That happened
Yeah.
because of Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a bad thing. I don't know how many times this time it's Shawn Layden, but I don't know how many times someone is going to try to convince everyone that it's a bad thing. But it's getting old. It's getting
It
old at
is.
this point.
It is. And another way we can tell it's getting old is that our retorts and rebuffs are getting faster and faster and quicker, because we know the game. The
Yes.
beginner says what Layden is describing as a job. You get paid an hourly rate for doing a job. What a
Yep.
crazy concept.
Yep. You do work, you get paid. This is what he's saying. But
What?
instead of saying they're employees, he's saying they're slaves.
What?
Because that'll get attention. That'll get clicks. That'll get people talking. Like,
Oh my goodness.
just, and I forget who it was in the chat who said it, but they're right. Like, we're at a point where we use words, a lot of words. We use so many words to mean things that they don't actually mean anymore.
It was beginner. It was beginner when I was talking about
Yeah,
Ronaldo and
shout out
being
to
a
the
slave.
Guinea.
Yeah.
Slavery is a fucking atrocious thing
Yeah.
that we shouldn't just be going around saying, "Hey, we're slaves over here." No, you're not. You are not. You are not a
Settle down.
slave. The
Settle down, Captain.
same thing can be said with so many woke. Woke doesn't mean anything remotely close to what woke as is supposed to mean. It's
Yeah.
words just don't mean much at all anymore. We
They mean
use
whatever
them
they want. Matt,
exactly.
They mean whatever it is that you feel in that moment.
Exactly. It's just how do I feel, and what word can I make
Yeah,
mean this?
yeah,
And it just, I don't know. It doesn't feel impactful. Doesn't feel impactful much anymore.
yeah. The Guinness says Bill Burr said it best. If a CEO is taking an eight-figure bonus, but people at the bottom are working 40 hours, can't pay their rent, the CEO is the problem.
That is also true.
Matt,
That is also true.
and I'm about to trigger Taye right now. I'm about to trigger Taye, but you know what? I'll do it with no remorse. No remorse. This is why the idea of the AAA industry burning and crashing, it's not the worst thing to me. It's really
Hmm.
not. Because the only people that are really benefiting from the AAA industry are all these execs. They're the ones, they're the ones benefiting. The people like the NBA players in this scenario, right? The actual players, the people that make the product, the people that make the magic happen, the developers, they're the ones struggling. It makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Let it burn. As far as I'm concerned, let it burn. Let them go. It's fine. It is fine. They can all go. Let the devs start making what they are worth. These devs are the ones who are worth the billions. It's not the BioWare logo. It's not the shareholders that are worth billions, to us at least. The people that are worth billions are the ones that make this hobby happen.
That's true.
Let's carry on. Maybe we'll find more context. Oh, that's the end of the article. That's the,
Yeah.
uh,
I was about to say good
that
luck.
that's pretty much it. That's the end of it. That's the end of the article. Okay. Matt, is there anything you want to add? Because there's another quote here by Shawn Layden. I went to read the the gamesindustry.biz interview on their website, and there's a specific quote, another quote from Shawn Layden, and oh my lord, it is salty.
Let's
So
go.
last take on this one, and then we can move on to the next one.
Let's go.
Okay, you're good. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Uh, Quote, this is Shawn Layden, everyone. Quote, I think Sega realized they they just were better off being a software house. I think Microsoft is in the same sort of fork in the road, and I don't think their hardware offering is persuasive enough to make up the ground they have lost.
Okay.
Shawn Layden essentially alluding to Xbox shutting down. Thoughts, Matt?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's why they own half of the industry, because they plan on just shutting down. They were gearing up to shut down when they bought Activision Blizzard. They were just getting ready for the end. Uh, just an unbelievably uh, silly, to be nice, comment, because that's a silly comment. It's it reads like being salty, is what it reads like. And nothing wrong with being salty. If you're salty about something, then be salty about it. But like,
You're
and
right.
and and to a certain point, I'm also like, I can also sort of understand what he's saying. But like, this idea of this idea of Xbox is suddenly, this is it, they're done. They're like, whether you like it or not, they're making the most money they've ever made. They can't stop making money. They just can't stop doing it. So if that is what it looks like to be done, I feel like a lot of corporations would be quite happy with being done. So I don't know. Like, if is he saying that the Xbox console, we're not going to get an Xbox after the next one? Is that what he's saying? Because if he's saying that, then sure, I'm kind of in agreement with that. We probably won't. But is Xbox done when that happens? No, not at all.
Beginner says Shawn Layden, the type of guy to drink 12 beers, 4 tequila shots, wash it down with 4 pints of Coke, Coke, I guess.
Hope.
Okay, 4 pints of cider and a kebab on the way home, and say the meat must have been funny when he has a hangover.
That
Okay,
food was terrible.
well put, well put.
I think I
Ask
got
Sean.
food poisoning.
Ask Sean why is PlayStation starting to copy Xbox. Good
That's
question, Stan.
That's another thing. Why is PlayStation starting to copy Xbox? Why is a lot of the industry starting to copy Xbox? I mean, we talk about PlayStation because it's another platform, but why does Ubisoft have a subscription service? Why does EA have a subscription service? Why like why is this the thing? But Xbox is wrong. Xbox is wrong. Everybody
Everyone's
else is
doing what
fine.
Xbox is doing,
Yeah,
but this is wrong.
but Xbox is the ones that are wrong. Why is PlayStation why does PlayStation pay for any first part, or not first party, but why does PlayStation pay for any day one game in their service if Xbox is wrong? I can't wrap my head around it.
That's why you're going to have interviews at gamesindustry.biz, so you don't have giving you these follow-up questions. I'm getting tired of interviews, whether it's Hiroki Totoki, Phil Spencer, Sean Layden, whatever. I'm getting tired of these interviews just being softball questions and no follow-ups.
Yeah,
Like there's no challenging anymore. It used to be when someone had an interview, when an exec had an interview, you would look forward to reading it. Now it feels like they're like fluff pieces, you know?
yep. This feels less
It-
like an interview and more like a way to remind people, hey, I'm still here.
yeah, yeah. It feels almost, I'm not saying that's what he did. It feels almost like the type of stuff that you would do if you were rich and you didn't want to let go of the limelight, so you wanted to pay. You went out and paid outlets to platform you. I'm not saying that's what he did. I'm saying that's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah,
Um, it's wrong because they're leading the charge. Bro, even the NBA is starting to put their games on different subscription. Dude, everyone is doing subscription. Adobe is doing subscription. Everyone. DoorDash, everyone is doing subscription. Xbox is wrong for doing subscription. Okay.
yep.
All right.
It's funny how that
Superman,
works.
Superman's about to go digital, right? On a subscription or a bunch of subscriptions in less than a year, less than 6 months actually. It
Yeah,
just it just it just came out in cinema in less than 6 months. It's now going on a subscription. But
yep,
Xbox are the ones that have it wrong with subscriptions. Uh, Imagine an interview where someone just said, "Yeah, Xbox are trying something different and they're posting record revenue, and now the biggest publisher in the world, they avoided going like a tie." I don't think that's coming out of him.
that
Gogo Post says Xbox is evil.
that's that's another thing that we forgot to mention. Xbox is literally the biggest publisher in the world right now. So I mean, are they failing? Is it over? Are we cooked?
I guess the caveat, which I've heard a lot in a couple of my circles, is it helps to be Microsoft's like subsidiary.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably does.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I imagine it's quite awful.
Ron Slasher says Texas needs a subscription. Ron Slasher, you say that as a joke, but quite literally, Texas is a subscription, and so is every other state in the United States. Try, try to stop paying your taxes. Give it a go, brother. See
You know,
what happens.
my pushback on them being a subsidiary of Microsoft
Yeah, what is it?
is it's like I have this buddy Josh who we'd always get into arguments over Kobe versus LeBron. And
Okay,
I was always LeBron, he was always Kobe. And
okay.
and every time I brought up, you know, how physically dominant LeBron is, he says the same thing. He goes, but yeah, that's because he's 6'8", 260 pounds. It's like, no shit. No shit. That helps, doesn't it? Doesn't that help?
and, and that
It,
makes him in that specific field. That makes him better than Kobe.
it's like I'm not
It's like
saying
someone
Kobe's
saying,
bad.
it's like someone say, "Oh, Allen Iverson is only good at dribbling because he's short and
Yeah.
he's kind of skinny and that he has fast reflexes." It's like, no shit.
Yep. It's like, yeah, you're right, but it helps, does it not? Kind of supports my argument. Same thing with
Yeah,
Microsoft. Same thing with people when they say Xbox. Only Xbox is only doing that because Microsoft. Yeah, yeah, you're not wrong. But
yeah,
Microsoft still owns them, and they're still doing it.
yeah.
So,
Fuzzy says Texas doesn't have income tax. Yeah, Texas has no income tax, but I didn't specify which tax. I just said try not paying your taxes. I'm sure there are some taxes that are put on every single American citizen, just like every single citizen of every single country on the planet. Taxes
oh,
are the original subscription, people. Taxes are the original subscription. Go ahead, man.
also, if you're buying games on GG deals, when you buy a game, go to Aniba, and I'm gonna give you a pro tip. When you check
Okay.
out, mark your location as Alaska. No sales tax.
What? Really?
No sales tax. I just mark my location as Alaska. I tell them I literally give them the address for McDonald's in Anchorage, Alaska. I literally do that, and I do not pay sales tax on that.
Matt,
Nope.
say that again. Say that again because I think it's important for everyone that is a PC gamer. Go ahead.
If you're on PC and you're looking to buy games, shout out to Banisher's Ghost of New Eden. Literally $4 right now on GG deals. Go to Aniba. Aniba's a not subsidiary, but like it's one of the sites that you get CD keys from,
Yeah.
and it's like $4 for Banisher's Ghost of New Eden. If you don't want to pay any taxes on that, just say you're in Alaska, give them an Alaskan address, give them an Alaskan zip code, and you will not pay any sales tax on that.
Bam. So if the game says $2, you're paying
You're
exactly
paying
$2.
$2.
That is
Yep.
wild, Matt. I appreciate that. Series S is the reason we have taxes. Yes, Rachie, it's all the
Yep.
fault of Series S. Stanley Francois checking out the tips. Smash the like button, guys. Come on. Come on. We're not just giving you news and information and our takes on what's happening in the industry. We out here saving y'all money. Come on. Come on. Smash the like
Yes.
button. Come on. Guinness said, shout out to the pole vaulter who gets 100,000 pounds every time he sets a world record and has beaten his own record by 1 centimeter 13 times in a row.
He's a millionaire.
G, yo, this guy. He read the terms and conditions. He was like, watch this. I love it. I love it. Shout out to that dude. He's a legend. Um, so yeah, this was the thing that I took from the interview. It's like, okay, you're saying Xbox is going the way of Sega. I don't know, man. I feel like that's not the take to make, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't think that's the
Wow.
take.
The
But hey,
problem with Sega is, again, they weren't owned by Microsoft, and they couldn't shift their business into, hey, PC. They couldn't do that.
and the extra context of 2025, Matt, is that it seems, right? It seems like that's where it's all going eventually anyway. Everything is becoming
Exactly.
a platform.
And
Even
yet,
PlayStation, in the third biggest platform on the planet, PlayStation,
Mm-hmm.
came out and said that they're working on becoming more of a platform rather than just a
Yep.
console centric business. So
Exactly that.
so it's like, dude, technically that's where everyone's trying to go.
And
It's
yet
not
again, Microsoft is first.
yet
Microsoft
again.
is first.
Yeah, but they won't maximize it, Matt. I'm sorry. That's the meme, dude. I
Yeah.
know you love Xbox, but the meme is Microsoft is always first, but they never, ever on time.
Well, the problem is they're always first, but
Yes.
like when they get the pushback, like with the Xbox One, everyone pushed back. They did all they could to fix it. It's like, dude, be be first, get your flack because you're gonna get flack. That's just how it is.
Hmm.
And fucking stand on the business. Stand right on that shit. Because if you know you're right, and they have this history of being right eventually, they're just a little bit too early. Stand on that shit.
Yeah, yeah. I guess the issue that they had with the Xbox One is that they didn't stand on that business. They tried to
You did-
backtrack
Dude,
and it
imagine
went.
imagine how cool it would have been. Because I remember one of the talking points was like, "Oh, this will kill GameStop," because they wanted to do this thing where like I could buy a game digitally, but oh, I'm done with it. I can trade it back in. Imagine being able to do that. How fucking amazing that would be if I could trade in a game I know I'm not gonna play, even if it was like $5, and I got $5 in my account. I'd love that. I
It
would
would
love
be
that.
exceptional. It would be exceptional. Um, the Elemental Hero welcome in says I mean Sean's also trying to give companies ideas for $80 games. At this point, he's talking about $120 games because he's talking about increasing prices of games every generation. Games have been 60 since what, the PS2? What's the plan?
Yeah. PS2 is 50.
PS3, okay,
PS3,
PS2,
yeah.
PS3 60, PS4 70, PS5 80.
Or
It's a
not
bit much.
$90 next gen.
It's a bit much if we're following his rhetoric, and also we don't even know what type of increases is even like proposing when he says that it should increase every year, every gen. I know he's not saying that it should increase $1 per generation. What if he's saying they should increase like $50 per gen, $30 per gen?
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know. Anyways, that's enough of Shawn Layden. I'm good. I'm good on Shawn Layden for this week.
Huh.
Shawn Layden needs to chill out. We'll see you next week, okay? If you have more content for us. The Guinness says the ability to sell back digital games to multiple storefronts and share two copies between 8 people. Xbox suggested that, and the games industry ripped them apart as it was so short sighted.
Yep.
There you
Yep.
go. There you go. If they just stuck to their guns, because now the idea, the idea right now of being able to sell back digital games
Would be
today,
amazing.
if you propose that today,
Yep.
no one's fighting you.
Bro,
No one.
I'd sell back Tiny Tina's so damn quick.
Oh my God.
So
The
quick,
pro-
I'd sell that back.
like I have so many digital games that I would like to get rid of that I got. So many.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, moving on. Madden NFL 2026 review. Anybody got time for all of this?
Damn.
But apparently, this is a great game, and they said there's always room for improvement, but it's hard to overstate what a leap NFL 26 feels like both on and off the field. I watched a video this afternoon by oh fuck, I'm forgetting. Is it soft drink?
Soft drink.
Yeah, yeah. It's a YouTuber that's like super dedicated to Madden.
Oh, I have
Ah,
no idea.
damn it. Hold on. Let me check my history. Let me check my history. I just want to credit him for the video because he did like a proper deep dive into it, and essentially Madden is shit.
What, this new one?
Soft Drink TV, yeah, NFL 26, and
Hmm.
obviously you guys know you know I'm an IGN shill, Matt. You know
Yeah.
it. That's what I am.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, from what I saw from Soft Drink TV, this review, this is a this is a bunch of horse shit. It's a bunch of horse shit. This game is not an 8. At best, it's a 5 from someone that watched a proper deep dive into it. Uh, but anyway, those are my brief thoughts on the review. Matt, have you seen anything from Madden?
Oh.
What are your thoughts on this review? And are you
I
getting it?
am I getting it? No, I don't care about football enough. Um, that last sentence that you read there is my problem with every sports game, including 2K, which I will be getting because I do like basketball and it's the fucking only thing available. But
Yep,
that is the problem with every sports game. On and off the on and off the field, the off part. Why is there an off part? I buy the basketball game to play basketball. I buy the football game to play football. The fact that I can be a rapper in NBA 2K and just retire from basketball is the dumbest shit maybe ever. It
that's
might
crazy.
actually be. And like kart racing. Now there's kart racing in 2K. I don't give a shit. I want to play basketball. Same for Madden. And I don't know all about Madden, so I guess I shouldn't probably talk too much about it, but like I hear all the stories of like Madden's the exact same way. It's like you have this whole off-field story. And like if you want to do a career mode, you want to have a story in there, cool, that's whatever. But like, dude, I just want to play football. I just want to play football. Like that's when I got Madden back in the day when I was a football fan. I
Hmm.
got Madden to play. All I did in Madden was literally play now. I boot it up and I play a game against another team. That's what I did. That's all I do on 2K. Me, Bill, and Ham all just play now. That's all we do. But but again, I'm the outlier because there's statistics to prove that people not only love that shit, but they'll pay stupid amounts of money for it. So by all means, I'm wrong here. But it's just for me, that is my problem with a lot of sports games.
That's fair. That's fair. Sapo says it's, but that's an opinion. That's the thing, Sapo.
Exactly.
You can have an opinion. You can have an opinion. Your opinion can be objectively wrong, though. I mean, someone at IGN gave it a 7 out of 10. Gave Concord a 7 out of 10. Someone did that, and we can't
Yep.
sit here and say, "Oh, but it's their opinion," and just leave it at that. It's like, no, no. A 7 out of 10 is not a score that you give to one of the worst games to ever launch. That's not what you do. Something's wrong with that review. I didn't mean to make that rhyme,
Same
but
same
yeah,
score same score by the way as Starfield. So
there you go.
I don't know.
There you go. There you go. Darius says Madden kart race. Modern Madden is way better than modern 2K.
You're probably right.
I
Like
don't know.
I I I I get 2K every year, and it's to the point I told Bill and Ham the other night we were playing, and Bill made a joke about 2K TV because if you ever played 2K, when you boot it up, the first thing you hear at the main menu is some host talking, and their screen pops in, and it's like it's 2K TV. Welcome back to this episode, and I'm like at the point where I don't even like being at the main menu. I get in the game and I go immediately to the thing I want to go to because I don't want to hear that shit. I
Yeah.
don't want to hear. I don't want to hear 2K TV. I don't want to hear what Ronnie 2K has to say about making another piece of shit game that I'm gonna buy. I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
care. I just want to play basketball. Leave me alone.
Matt, you talking about the main menu?
The
When I
main
was
menu.
watching Soft Drink TV's review, the Madden main menu will have you navigating like dodging attempts to get your money before you even get to the main menu. They're
Oh
already
yeah.
trying to get you into Ultimate Team, like 4 or 5 legit attempts
Yep.
where the button, right? The button placement is on default on the position for you to pay. And then you
Yep.
have to move away to not pay. That's how the game starts before you even get to the main menu. That's
Dude,
why.
2K is the exact same way, and they'll give you multiple pop-ups where if you're somebody like if you were me when I was a kid and you just have ADHD and you're just hitting the A button to get into the game,
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
will spend hundreds of dollars.
That's the point. That's the point.
Like that's seems illegal almost, but it's for some reason apparently not. So they just keep doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sapo, yeah, we can agree to disagree. That's fine. Welcome to 2K main menu. But first, a word from our sponsor, Raid Shadow
Exactly.
Legend.
It, that's what it feels like, and it's
That's
terrible.
perfect. Perfect,
It's
Richie.
it's
Fucking
horrible.
perfect.
It's exactly like that.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, that's the end of the show for this week. Thank you guys for coming through. We appreciate all of your candor in the comment section. We appreciate you guys sharing this out, liking the video. If you haven't liked it, make sure you liked it. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. We do this every single Friday. It's called BullSittin. This week it was just me and Matt, but everyone else had like personal stuff to get to, so that's why it was kind of light in terms of the people that showed up today. But I still I still had a good time. I had a good time.
Same.
And from clearly, man. And from the comment section, the way you guys were popping off, I'm 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 very happy that you guys also had a good time. Stanley says, "Great damn show, fellas. Way to hold it down."
Oh
This is
yeah.
like therapy for us. This is like therapy for us, and it is an
Yeah.
honor that you guys make the time to come hang out with us. We really do appreciate it. Madden main menu has some 50 cent though. Good show,
Yeah.
Seafood Skill. Thank you guys, thank you guys. Matt,
Oh.
please plug, plug before we hop on out of her.
Matt likes games on YouTube. Content over there on a weekly basis, whether it's videos, podcasts. Wednesday we have the two-player podcast, myself and Ham Solo. Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Time might be changing on that. I'm not entirely sure, but for now, Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern. The L3R3 podcast with myself, Hard Days Mike, and it's me, Twan. Videos every week over there on the channel as well, and that is where you can find me.
All right, good stuff, good stuff. Thank you to everyone for watching. We appreciate the support. And now, a quick word from Raid Shadow Legend. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. we have nothing. We have nothing to say about Raid Shadow
I
Legends.
do. I think
Instead,
it's a great game, and I think you should absolutely get in contact with me because I will shamelessly plug Raid Shadow Legends for the right amount of money, of course.
of
Get
course, of course,
just Matt likes games on YouTube. I got my email in the description there. Raid Shadow Legends. If you wanna get in contact, feel free. Feel free.
guys. Every soul has a price. Anyways, listen up. If your energy levels are dropping, we've got something to resurrect you. It's called Pogger's Energy, and yes, the sour green apple flavor hits so good. It's basically foreplay for your taste buds. Slurp it up. I'm talking clean caffeine, zero sugar, and enough B vitamins to make your reflexes faster than your ex moving on. And if you go too hard, happens to the best of us. Grab Pogger's hydration, full of electrolytes and minerals and aftertaste of natural flavors. They've even got a sexy little white shaker bundle with energy and hydration packs. Yes, it's $69, and no, it was not a coincidence. That was completely on purpose. It is what it is. Whether you're fragging enemies or flirting with disaster on stream, Poggers has your back and your stamina. So stop drinking sad gamer juice and level up your liquid game. Head to poggers.shop. It's on the screen. Poggers.shop. Grab your bundle and tell them TSWS Gaming sent you. Stay hydrated, stay hard, stay focused, and stay with Poggers.
They
Thank you so much.
hard.
Stay.
My
Thank
God.
you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for my midday stream of
Hellblade
bookmarks
2.
randomly. All right. Goodbye.
Sweet.
They said we said, they said we said, they said we